Hey, what is up? What is going on? Welcome to fourth quarter, guys. We are here. We are back. We are talking about the Sweet 16, of course. And let's just say I'm last in the group. And it's okay. But it's not okay because both of the brackets I picked are last. Not one. Not one, but both. And the first person in first place, Craig knows pretty well. Uh, I do too. She's kind of crushing. She's crushing it. I get a call from Rose today, and she says Demita is crushing everybody in the tournament challenge, and she is. He's like in the 99 percentile.
Yeah.
So she
Yeah,
is. Yeah, she's doing good. I can't even. She's doing good, man. She's in the 99 percentile, and she's picked a lot of good picks. Picked a lot of good picks. More picks than me. So anyway, let's talk about the Sweet 16. First, we're gonna do Mo. What
All
is your
right.
top four college basketball rankings?
All right. I'm gonna stay with my top four. I'm gonna stay with UConn, North Carolina, Purdue, and Houston. The one I'm worried about the most right now is Houston. If they fall into that Elite Eight matchup with Marquette and they have a struggling scoring, it's gonna be a problem. Last round they luckily outlast Texas A&M. I think it was 105 to 100, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
The matchup I'm most looking forward to, and I just talked about Craig with Craig before we got on live, is North Carolina, Arizona for obvious reasons. Caleb Love, I'm gonna love that matchup. It'd still be intriguing to see UConn versus either Illinois or Iowa State.
Mm-hmm.
That UConn matchup with San Diego State, I think, is a rematch of the Final Four, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
That is a rematch of the Final Four. Looking at it again, if I'm Houston, though, I don't sleep on Duke. If I'm Houston, you better score. I don't think they want to get into a defensive drag out score with Duke. Let's see what Duke is made of, but that's not an easy matchup there. If they go those 6-7 minute scoring droughts that Houston normally go on, they might be in a dogfight. So I think right now, looking at all the number ones right now, I would almost go to say Houston has the toughest matchup at all the number ones in the Elite Eight matchups.
Yeah, because they got. We're gonna go over it later. Yeah, they got. Because they have Duke right now, and then they're gonna either play NC State or Marquette.
Craig,
Houston
how you
is.
feel about the matchup with
tough one.
Alabama? Craig, how you feel about that matchup with Alabama?
It's going to be up and down. It's going to be up and down. I think Carolina's a better defensive team than Alabama. Both of them can score. I think Alabama probably is a better offensive team in terms of how many points they can put up. But Carolina can put up points too. They can run. That's what they want to do anyway. They want to push the pace and run the score up. Alabama, I don't know if they got enough defense. I think I think Carolina was disrespected in the last game against Michigan State. They were only like 2.5 at one point,
Crazy.
3.5 point favorites. But this game is going to be a track meet. I think it's the highest, like over in terms of total. It's not over. It's the highest total in terms of total points out of any game in the Sweet 16, if I'm not mistaken. So. I think last time I looked at it, it was like 170 something total. So that right there is already looking at in the mid 80s, low 90s in terms of points. somewhere in that range. So, and you just saw Alabama put up a bunch of points in the last game. So, that's pretty much what they've done all season. So, or no, excuse me, not the last game, the first game. They put up 109. Had a little bit of issues in that last game against Grand Canyon, but they can still score. So it's gonna be a shootout, I think.
All right, let's get to the real. How is everybody brackets doing?
And our challenge, I'm in second place, so
You're
I'm tied with Mo, but I think Mo has more points available to me. So
I think y'all are both tied. I think.
We are tied, I think, but he has more points left because I think I had Kentucky for some reason. I don't know why I bought into them, but I had Kentucky making it to the Final Four. But
we gonna get to them later. That is crazy.
If I had picked it, I should have stayed with Houston. That's who I should have stayed with, but I switched it up. It is what it is, but
man, y'all three are picks are pretty good. My bracket was a disaster. I knew after the first day I was like, oh, this isn't.
Yeah, you right, Greg.
I said, dang.
I think you still have all four of your Final Four teams left. I think I have 3. So that's I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Demita has 4 left too.
Yeah, I think I have.
But also, I mean, her team went. The teams that even if they go out in this round, the teams went farther than mine. So
yeah,
that helps them as well. So
yeah,
as long as I don't finish last, I don't care. I just don't want to finish last.
Only 7 of my Elite 8 teams are in there though. Only 7 of my Elite 8 are still there.
You're doing pretty good, Mo. But yeah, I'm probably gonna finish last. Probably it's okay. I did good last year, so this is how the tournament is. And it's this is one of the hardest things to do in sports. I don't think nobody has a perfect bracket yet, right?
I don't think so. I don't think no.
Left? I don't know if they do or not. They might.
I don't think they have anything left. Yeah, but this year we were just talking about this off camera. Craig, let me ask you about this because me and Mo were talking. In the Sweet 16, it's literally only NC State that's everybody else is a 5 seed, a 6 seed or better. Everybody else.
I mean, that's just that. It's. I thought it was going to be crazy this year because maybe not as many as last year. I thought it was going to just because of the regular season where everything that was going on in the regular season and seeing the teams go down. So I thought maybe, but at the end of the day, it's a bunch of, for the most part, the non-mid majors.
Mm-hmm.
And there's only one mid major, and that's San Diego State.
Yeah,
I believe.
Yeah.
And I mean, that game has intrigue because they played each other last year in the championship game. They got blown out, but I mean that was a different UConn team. This is a better UConn team than last year.
Yeah,
and they seem like they're on a mission.
They do.
I guess you could say Gonzaga. They're not really in a Power 5, so but Gonzaga's always been
always there though
in terms of getting to the Sweet 16 or whatever.
Yeah.
They just never.
He gets the best out of his people. He gets the best out of them. So.
Yeah, so I mean,
he's a good coach. He's
pretty much San Diego State, and they went to the championship game last year, and Gonzaga was always there. So a lot of these teams are household name teams for the most part, or Power 5 teams, I should say.
Yeah.
So
Purdue, Carolina, Alabama.
It's gonna be. It should be interesting. It should be fun games on Thursday. Unfortunately, I gotta stay up till. What time is that? Probably like midnight or something like that. By the time that game's over, so.
Oh yeah, because it starts. Yeah,
they start
on Thursday.
Yeah, it starts at like 9:40. They got the late game, so. That's going to be a long day, like it was the last couple of days. But I'm just ready for the game to start at this point. So, and I want to see the first game. I want to see who possibly Carolina has to play, which I'm hoping is Clemson. But It'll probably be Arizona. Which,
When is that game? Let me see.
that'll be Saturday.
Oh, that's at 7. Okay.
Oh, that's Thursday. If they win,
That's
it'll
Thursday at
be
7,
Saturday.
yeah. And y'all are the
9:40 ish.
9:40.
So
Then the Purdue and Gonzaga is
that's on Friday.
That's on Friday.
Yeah.
The Illinois and Iowa is on Thursday at 10.
It's a late game.
Damn, it's a late. You got a lot of late games.
That's a late game, and it's at 10, and it's in Boston. So it's weird how.
That's weird.
Hey, shout out to I think I want to say I might be wrong, but I think I want to say UConn, and I want to say UConn and North Carolina State are the only teams, women and men's. They got both their teams in the Elite Eight in the Sweet 16.
You say UConn and
NC State, I think, might be the only two teams that got both their men's and women.
Okay,
I might be wrong. I'm trying to think. Did Duke? Unless Duke made it, I think Duke might have made it to Sweet 16.
Yeah, Duke did make it.
Three.
Duke made it too, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Their women upset Ohio State. They're 7 seed. So.
Yes, I think
it's not too many upsets over there either. Really, it's only like I think it's just Duke is the lowest seed in the 7.
Virginia. Last night West Virginia gave it all, but
man, they got screwed in that game. I think they got cheated and not cheated, but they got screwed over. 5 free throws to 30. Come on, man.
What did
they
Andre Legala say?
They should
have. He was talking to Kali. What's his name? He was drafted by the 76ers. He was a point guard. Craig. He was drafted.
Markelle Fultz.
I don't
know.
He played in the league like 10 years. He's Michael like Andre. He's Andre Legala's. Hold on, because he was saying that he was a high pick.
I think they should have got way more free throw attempts.
Evan Turner. Evan Turner. You know what he was saying?
Should have got way more calls.
Yeah, what Evan Turner was saying was Evan Turner was like, they had a game 7. This was the NBA. And he was just like, it's going to be a hard game to win. And he was like, man, we at game 7. And Elton Brand was like, do you think, he was like, they're going to get, I think they were playing like Miami or somebody like that, or Boston. It was something like that. It's a playoff game. And he was like, do you think they want to see the 76ers? He was like, they're going to get a lot of calls. He's going to be like, it's a hard game to win a game 7 when you're underdog. It's hard. It's hard to win a game 7 when you're underdog. So that kind of goes to what they said. If they had 30 free throws to 5, they're getting calls. And they got Caitlin Clark, right?
I mean, then it was in an hour. Yeah.
Well, they don't want to see Caitlin Clark not make it to
at least the 5-4 game.
Yeah. So
she made it to the Final Four last year.
Championship game, they lost.
They lost to LSU. Yes, that's right.
So to not make it back at all, like, it's rare that you see that happen, especially with the star. But
I mean, it's tough.
I think it's a double standard in women's basketball too for certain races of people or just certain people. It seems like so. Caitlin Clark gets there's nothing negative about her for the most part, but there's Angel Reese's negative comments about her all the time. It's insane.
Crazy. Yeah, that's been crazy.
All she did was leave honor to the girl, and she got scrutinized. But Caitlin Clark is yelling at the refs and the other team
to the point her dad had to tell her to be quiet.
The girl from Stanford is cussing out the ref.
Mm-hmm.
and everything is like, well, that's just passion and that's just emotion. But Angel Reese just waves bye to the girl because she found out, and it's like, well, she's a bully or she's a whatever. Like, it's just like, come on, man.
Same thing with the LSU head coach versus Don Staley. You know, Malarkey could just say whatever to whoever. Don Staley can't do that.
So the one thing I will say about that one though, like what she said about that comment, you know, when that wreck happened during the SEC championship game, Staley couldn't say that, but also let's just be real, a man coach couldn't say that either. Gino couldn't have said that, and it just got swept under the rug. Like, you couldn't have said, "Oh well, I wish they would have pushed my 6'6" person or whatever." Like, you can't say that out your mouth. Like, that's just certain people get away with certain stuff.
She be saying whatever though.
Yeah, she's
had some controversial comments before about COVID and about
just never really called out. Never really called it out.
She be saying whatever. She be saying whatever. You keep it real. Malarkey be saying whatever she wants.
I don't know if they.
And to Craig's, it's a double standard because Don Staley can't.
Nah, absolutely not.
It's not. I mean, I just think that they just criticize one person.
Mm-hmm.
They just mad because they going back to me. It seems like they're going back to what she did last year, how she showed her the ring, and then she did this, and people were upset about it. But they don't remember that Caitlin Clark did that.
Yes,
like the game before to some other.
Yes,
she did it before. Nobody said nothing about it. Then Angel Reese does it, and then now it's a problem. And then it just gets blown up. It just doesn't make any sense. You just gotta. It's a double standard, and it's ridiculous. Like I don't know, man. Caitlin Clark she's had some bad things just get swept under the rug that she's done, and people just like, oh well, like she pushed that girl from Ohio State.
Mm-hmm.
That's how she got, and then she got she did something to the girl from Ohio State, and then the girl retaliated back, and then she got a technical foul, and that's how she broke the record on a free throw.
Mm-hmm.
But before that, she did some things where she shouldn't have done. Like she did something to the girl, and it's just like, yo, come on, man. Like, just call it. Just look at it evenly, and just be like, okay, unbiased, and be like, okay, she was wrong, or whatever. And what Angel Reese did was not a big deal. But whatever, man.
Yeah.
Listen, it's just annoying. Like you got to see that on Twitter or just like YouTube or what. Like it's just like, come on, man. Just annoying. I don't know. That's just me.
Yeah. So I get it. Well, if it's to the women's, it'll be funny. It's probably gonna be Iowa versus LSU.
No, they can't wait for that game. They can't wait for the. And if LSU loses, it's
gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be crazy. I mean,
and then it's gonna be. Looks like it's gonna be South Carolina.
Maybe UConn again.
Maybe Notre Dame.
No, Notre Dame's on that side. Stanford's on that side with South Carolina.
For real, I'm looking at it. Are you sure?
Yeah. Notre Dame's on. I mean,
oh,
that's right. It's the stupid.
Stanford. Yeah, Stanford
stupid,
is.
I don't know what they're doing this year. It's the stupid.
They're Portland 4. Yeah.
It's I don't know what they're doing. I don't know if they just didn't have the funding or something like that, or I don't know. I don't like how they're doing it. Like the men have 4 sites, the women now have 2. I don't know if they did that.
It's Albany 1, Albany 2, Portland 3, Portland 4.
It's so weird.
I mean, they're still all going different places for the Elite 8, but I mean for the Sweet 16, but it was just crazy.
That UConn and Duke.
I still think Albany 1 plays Portland 4 though.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, something like that.
So that'll still be but that'll still be Stanford, and I think Stanford's a 2, and Texas is the 1. So they'll still end up playing.
Oh, because on this
South
chart
Carolina.
It says the Albany Portland 4 is playing Portland 4. Maybe I'm not reading this right.
No, there's no Portland 4. It's Albany 1, Albany 2, Portland 3, Portland 4.
Yeah.
I think Albany 1 plays Portland 4, and then Albany 2 plays Portland 3. Like 1, 4, 2, 3, like how it normally should be. But so I think Texas is the number 1 seed, the number 1 or the 4th overall number 1 seed. South Carolina's the 1, Iowa's the 2, and USC is the 3.
Yeah, this is
so. I don't know why they did it this way. I don't know what happened between last year and this year. I don't think they did this last year, or maybe they did do it last year. I don't remember it.
So hold up. So the winner. So hold up. The winner of
it was different 2 years.
Stanford. The winner of Stanford, NC State, will play the winner of Kansas. The winner of Texas, Gonzaga. That would be the Elite 8.
Okay, say that again.
So because it's still Regional 4 in Portland, it still will be the winner of it's still the Sweet 16. So it'll be like the winner of Stanford, NC State for the women will face the winner of Texas, Gonzaga.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah. That's true. But I'm saying like the winner of that region will still have the
the region. Yeah.
So the winner of for instance, the winner of Notre Dame, Oregon State will face the winner of South Carolina, Indiana. That's the Friday drinks. And then Saturday, the winner of Iowa and Colorado would face the winner of
LSU,
UCLA. It's gonna be big. That's gonna be a big game.
And then the winner of USC, Baylor will face the winner of UConn versus Duke.
That's gonna be some big games. They got some big games. Anyway, let's go down the Sweet 16. We're just gonna say who we think gonna win and why on the men's side.
Okay.
I'm gonna start with UConn and San Diego State.
I got UConn.
Yeah, I don't think all my Final Fours are there though.
Yeah, I got UConn only because
I got 3. Yeah, I got UConn. I think it's gonna be a good game. Craig, who you have?
I got UConn.
You got UConn winning. That was pretty easy. I got them winning. Illinois versus Iowa State. It's gonna be a good game. That's a good game. I'm gonna go Iowa State. I
got Illinois. I think I got Illinois in my bracket anyway.
Okay, there it is.
And I think I picked Illinois too.
I think I picked Illinois versus North Carolina in that. Illinois in that. I picked Illinois versus
Golly. Okay. Let's go Houston and Duke.
I gotta pick Houston. I can't pick Duke. So
I gotta pick Houston. I got Houston going to the Final Four. So
this scares me. But I'm gonna pick Houston because I had them going to the Final Four, but it scares me.
It scares you? Yeah, Duke. I hate to say it.
It scares me only because Houston got these offensive woes and they go these spells.
They go through those spurts. Yeah.
Yeah, but I picked them to go to the Final Four, so I'm gonna pick them. I'm gonna pick Houston.
Houston's really good defensively. That's the thing. Even though they gave up 95 points in overtime, but Duke, I don't know what Duke team is going to show up. The team that's been playing the last couple of days, or the team that played
James Madison
the team that played
Vermont
against NC State, UNC. Carolina, obviously, when they played them or whoever they played, where they lost some of these games where they came out slow. They came out fast against JMU. So if they come out fast like that against Houston, they can put them on the ropes early. So
yeah, all right. So NC State and Marquette.
I'm gonna go Marquette.
I'm
going Marquette, but NC State has been playing since the ACC tournament. They've been playing really well.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a
and then
good
they get an
game.
extra couple of days of rest or like a week rest or whatever.
Yeah, because they won seven games,
7
in 12
games in
days. That's
12,
crazy.
12 days.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past NC State to win this game, but I got to go Marquette slightly.
I ain't gonna lie. You know what? That wouldn't be shocking.
None of these would be shocking to me.
None of them, yeah.
Nothing really shocks me in college basketball.
I'm not gonna lie. It's gonna be some really good games.
Unless the 16 wins the whole thing, then or something like that. That'll shock me.
Yeah. But it's gonna be some good games. All right. North Carolina, Alabama. I got North Carolina, of course.
Yeah, I got North Carolina.
It's gonna be a shootout.
You think it's gonna be a shootout?
It's gonna be high scoring, yeah. I'll be surprised if either team has 70 points at the end of regulation. I'll be surprised.
Yeah, they both scoring a lot. All right, Craig, you got North Carolina?
Of course.
All right. Clemson and Arizona.
I got Arizona, but
I got Arizona.
I want Clemson to win.
Oh,
North Carolina have the easiest matchup as possible to win. I don't care if they beat all the lowest seeds possible. I don't care. As long as the championship is a championship to me. So,
all right. Creighton versus Tennessee.
I got Tennessee.
I got Creighton, yo.
I like
going to the Final Four.
I like Tennessee. I like what Tennessee's been doing.
Yeah, they've been playing good, yo.
Had a dogfight last game, but Creighton is just if they're not.
They had a dogfight, but Texas is a good.
I really wanted Oregon to win that game, and then they just got. I don't know what happened in overtime. They just lost everything that they had going for them. Or it might have been. Was that double overtime or was that overtime? Whatever. They just lost everything. I think it was double overtime.
It was double overtime.
And the last overtime, I don't know what happened.
Like it was double overtime. Mo, who you got? Who did you pick, Mo? Creighton and Tennessee. No, Creighton versus Tennessee.
Tennessee. I got Tennessee in the league.
Ooh, so this is gonna be some good basketball.
I got Tennessee. Now I got Tennessee. I got Tennessee making the league. I ain't gonna win it, but I got money this game. At least this game.
All right. Last one. Purdue versus Gonzaga.
Purdue. I got Purdue in the Final Four, so I got to pick them.
I got Gonzaga, yo.
I got Gonzaga.
I'll be careful, though. I'll be careful about them. Lord have mercy.
I hate Gonzaga, but I got to pick them.
I'll be careful. Yeah. I'll be careful about Purdue, but I pick Purdue to make the Final Four to make amends, but
I picked Purdue far to go far last year, and they disappointed me in the year before that.
If they played, if Gonzaga plays the way in that second half,
they're gonna tell you.
Oh my God,
they're gonna be good. So Mo, you wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Purdue did play well.
I'm picking Purdue because I had them in my Final Four. I had all four number one seeds Final Four, but I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be shocked.
Oh, so you had all four final. So yeah, you got North Carolina.
Yeah.
Purdue.
Yep.
Houston. Houston's number one.
Final Four. Yeah, I got all number one.
And UConn. I mean, that might be. That might be.
But I wouldn't be surprised. Them in Houston scared me. Scared me to death.
They might be though. I mean, I wouldn't lie. That's probably a good pick. That's probably some good picks, yo. I'm not even gonna lie. Craig, let me ask you this. Do you think Kentucky should fire John Calipari after the loss to the 14th seed Oakland? Do you think his time is done?
I mean, I don't know what they were going to do if they do fire him. They got to have a better plan in place, and there's not too many coaches out there better than John Calipari. even though he's only won one championship in Kentucky, which Kentucky, Duke, Carolina, Kansas,
There's a blue blood.
UConn. It's all about winning championships. He's had some disappointing seasons. I'll give him that. He had that one season where they were 38-0, I think.
Yeah.
Or 38-1 or something like that. And then they ended up getting beat. I think they lost to Duke. I could be wrong.
Wisconsin. I think it was Wisconsin.
Oh, Wisconsin. Was it Wisconsin or was it Duke?
It was either one.
I know Duke played Wisconsin in the championship.
Yeah, I think it might have been Wisconsin with Frank Kaminsky in them.
Okay. So
Yeah.
he's had some very, very disappointing teams in terms of, or I should say, disappointing outcomes to his seasons. And this is just another one on the list. I mean, the last 3 seasons, or last 4, if you really think about it, he's missed the tournament altogether. He went out in the first round, went out in the second round, and went out in the second round. I think he's went out in the second round twice, first round once, and missed the tournament. And altogether 1 year. So it's just been a very disappointing. It's disappointing.
It's not been a good stretch.
It hasn't. Not for Kentucky standards. This was Bowling Green or something like that, or San Diego State, St. Mary's. Cool, but it's Kentucky, and you're looking to win championships. I know a lot of the fans are calling for him to be out, but you got to find a better replacement, and you have to pay him because he still has like $34 million left on it. So unless you're going to pay him $34 million just to buy him out and get somebody else in there, and then you're going to probably lose a lot of recruits because John Calipari is not going to be there. I mean, they have according to ESPN, like 4 of the top 24, top 25 guys coming in next season.
He gets the recruits. He gets them in there.
He gets recruits. He just has to, which is hard to kind of. That's why Roy Williams left. One of the reasons why he left. He just set in his ways, and he just didn't want to deal with what's going on in college basketball anymore. And Calipari has to either adjust, or he's just going to run into the same situation every year for the most part, it seems like, because his teams are really good in the regular season and they dominate, but when they get to the tournament and they're going up against 20-year-olds, 22-year-olds, it's kind of who had that experience, who've been there for a while, knows the system, it's just a different game. And if he doesn't go to the transfer portal and get some of these guys, which is pretty much not what he does, and go to the transfer portal and get some of these guys out there that are good players who play for mediocre teams or maybe even play for solid teams, like Dickinson from Michigan. He transferred to Kansas last year. Really good player. Caleb Love transferred from Carolina to Arizona. So you can get players from really good schools, not just no-name schools or mid-major schools and transfer, but that's not what Calipari does. He doesn't get transfers. He just gets freshmen. And I mean, for a while there, it looked good. Kansas was doing it. Duke was doing it. Like those are pretty much like one of the top 3 programs that kept doing it over and over again that way, getting a bunch of freshmen. And I mean, they really haven't had too much success with that method for the most part. So especially Kentucky. So either he has to change what he's doing, or this is just going to keep repeating itself, I think.
Mo.
I don't think he should be fired. And then if you were going to do it, a lot of the
Wait, Mo, say that again.
I don't think he should be fired.
You don't think he should be fired?
No, I don't think he should be fired.
All right. You usually lean the other way, Mo.
I always go the other way, but I think it's a change of philosophy. And when I say it, then what Craig just said, it's different now than what it used to be 4 years ago. 4 or 5 years ago, you just bring that super freshman, those freshmen in there, AD, all the freshmen in there, they'd just be cool. Now, with the transfer portal, you gotta look at it though. The team that beat Kentucky, the whole starting 5, I think, was seniors. So you gotta look at what it is right now. And the dude that was cooking them, the dude that was shooting, he was a 6-year grad transfer from a D2 school. Like, you gotta look at what it is now. And with college basketball, it is now is you're gonna load up on transfers, on those one and dones. You're gonna get on in the portal. And you're gonna stack your team. It's cool to have that freshman. That's cool. but you're not winning. If you really look at the tournament, if you really look at this tournament right quick, no team right now that's still in the Sweet 16 got straight up a freshman phenom or a freshman just dominating. All of them got pretty much a grad transfer or somebody who's been there long enough to take over. I think no team right now that's in Sweet 16 got a straight up this freshman phenom just leading the way. So it's just it's the way we're going right now. You're not seeing a Melo. You're not seeing a Melo no more. You're not seeing Steph Curry, Dwayne Wade, or one of these freshmen just coming in just dominate the game. You're not seeing that no more. It's a grad transfer. It's a portal. So you gotta change with the times. I think if you see Kentucky, and you're not gonna tell me nobody gonna be interested in going to Kentucky. If you see Kentucky change with the times, you'll see a change in what they are right now. I think Calipari want to stay with the freshman phenoms, and I'm gonna draft my own guys and I can win. Cool, but no, like Craig just said, you sitting there with a 19-year-old kid, 20-year-old kid, want to go up with 24 and 25-year-old kids that are hungry, that know it's their last chance at it. They're not going to leave. They're not going to leave. You want to struggle, so it's different. So I wouldn't fire Calipari, but I definitely have a conversation with him. Like, you got to change with the times. You can't think you're just going to recruit anybody in here. You're just going to have a top 5 recruiting class. That means automatic Elite 8 national championship.
Nah, because all of them are going to be gone. Yeah. I agree with you. I think he's too good of a coach, but he's getting a lot of backlash. And I think the NIL and the transfer portal I agree with both of y'all. I think that older coaches are out. Coach K, out. He's not dealing with it. Nick Saban, out. I'm not dealing with it. I'm not dealing with college players having just a little bit more control. I'm not dealing with the transfer portal. Because remember, y'all remember this very well. Before the transfer portal, you had to sit out a year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
you had to sit out a year.
Basically.
Yeah. Transfer portal, you could just transfer and start, right?
Well, not before. They changed it. They changed the rule about how you don't have to wait a year or whatever it is anymore.
Yeah. You could just transfer and play. I mean, that's a big thing. I think he just has to adapt with the times. Unfortunately, that's just how it is, man. And it's not going anywhere. And he's always going to have the top 5 recruiting classes. But like Mo said, it's a good point. The tournament, and this is a true thing about the tournament, it's always players that win it have been in school. Now, not all the time. Now, you're talking about legendary players like Carmelo Anthony, right? Or D Wade that dominated it, but like Carmelo was a true freshman, but the team around him was older. You know what I'm saying? So like it's hard for 19 and 20-year-olds to go against 22-year-olds who this is it for them. This is it. Like, hey, I can say that I'm a national champion. And because you think it's hard to go to the NFL, the NBA is even harder. It's hard. Because it's only, 10 people on an active NBA roster? And then you got veterans on there. Like, you ain't cutting Westbrook. You're not cutting PJ Tucker. You're not, you know what I'm saying? You got NBA veterans that just are okay. Like not saying it, but like Matt Barnes or Steven Jackson or JJ Redd. You got veterans in there that's playing. Kenyon Martin, he's playing 15 years. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how the NBA is. You gotta be an adult. So not everybody can make it. And then some people that are top prospects don't make it at all because life adjusting to the NBA life is not college. College is structured. It's like go to class, wake up, do 6 a.m.s. After this, we got meetings. The NBA is like practice at 11. We done at 1. Figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Figure it out. It's hard, like, Gilbert Arenas be like, oh, that's it? We done? In order to be good, like, listen, you're going to have the AI that just, AI just has had natural talent. But you're going to have people that put in the work. Like, okay, I wake up at 6, I work out, wake up, work out again. Then I go to practice. After practice, we work out. Then those what veterans. Chris Paul does that. He goes, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what it is. By the time 11 a.m., they still, all right, after practice, we working. I'm putting up 1,000 shots. Then I'm eating, then going to sleep. Then I'm putting in some work before I go to bed. That's how the NBA life is. And if you're not structured, you're just going to fall by the wayside. That's how it's hard. It's like it's hard to tell a kid that just left college to be structured. It's hard.
I mean, I don't think he's going to change because he's 65. So I mean, he's
Calipari, he's
old to be changing. This is who he is. I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying he's not going to. Yeah. I think Coach
he got to do it, or they're going to force either one or two things going to happen. Either they're going to force his hand, or he's going to be fired because you got to change with the times. It's not the times. 10 years ago, we were with the recruiting class. Now, even with, I mean, it's more football is a little bit different because you got more pieces. But with the NBA, with the college basketball, it's more you got to bring in those veterans. You got to do those transfer portal guys. You can't think you're gonna have 3 top 5 All-American basketball players as 18-year-olds, and then they go against 22-year-olds who are hungry, who know it's the last chance of this. You think they're gonna beat them? Nah. I think it's different, and I think it's different, and you gotta give it a chance. And, even with the NBA, even with the college football now, you got to bring in those recruits. You got to bring those guys. Think about it for a second. Even now with Texas did what they did. They brought in the wide receiver from Alabama, the dude Bond. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Ohio State did it.
Ohio State did. They brought the best running back from they brought the best running back in the SEC over the last couple of years, dude from Ole Miss. Then they brought in the wide receiver.
Yeah, they stat.
They brought in the quarterback from what's it? And then the wild part is the head coach Chip Kelly so done with it. He resigned and he went to be the old coordinator at Ohio State. Because listen, I ain't got time to keep dealing with this. As a head coach, I ain't got time to keep dealing with this NIL. I got to deal with this attitude, that attitude. This dude want this money. This dude don't want this money. Like, no, it becomes draining. Like, as a head coach, you find yourself dealing with the politics of it all more than you are coaching.
Yeah.
Well, you ain't really a head coach anymore. You use a head coaching name, but you more financial dude. You more politics than you is anything else.
Yeah. And then
and I get it though. A lot of people don't realize is these head coaches want to be coaches. They realize it comes a lot more with it. But when you sit there, you ain't coaching at all. When you sit there as a head coach, you ain't even coaching at all no more because you gotta be a counselor. You gotta be the financial dude. You gotta be the counselor to try to speak a dude over the edge. You gotta be all this. You can't coach no more. A lot of dudes like, man, I got this to coach. I ain't getting this to be all this other stuff, and I can't even coach no more. I want to coach.
Yeah.
And nowadays it's hard to be just a head coach and name that. So you seeing even a dude from Boston College. People are leaving now. People are giving up head coach jobs in college.
Yeah, they are.
To downgrade to being coordinators and position coaches. Because they don't want to do it anymore. It's too much.
Yeah. They don't want to deal with it. And Chip Kelly I'm not defending Chip Kelly because I heard some stories about him. But he had a good job, UCLA. To me, I think that's a good job. I think you get recruits that go there. But yeah, he left to be an O coordinator. I think he said he wants to get back in the NFL, but I don't know. I don't know. People just say he's not a good person, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's what
I've heard that.
NFL players say.
Yeah, that's another conversation for another day.
That's another conversation for another day. Because
Yeah.
just don't forget what he did to the Eagles.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy. Shipped everybody out. Shipped all Pro Bowlers out. Anyway, now to my segment. It's time to press the panic button or not. And this week I'm putting myself on the panic button because I am last in both. 3 of my brackets are last in 2 of the groups I picked. So 3. And I love college basketball, but I love this time of year, and it's all fun. That's why I don't bet money. I bet for fun. I used to though, and it was fun. But that's what's on. Panic or not. So I'm not panicking, but I have to make better choices with picking these teams in college basketball. But it's up and downs. Last year I did good. This year not. It's okay. It's cool. That's it. And then the panic button for all the upsets. Auburn got upset by Yale. Golly. BYU. Goodness. But don't panic, guys. That's just the life of the tournament. Kentucky, we just talked about it. Calipari, it's not a panic, but are you willing to change? Are you willing to change? And Purdue, y'all getting a lot of talk. Y'all got a lot of older guys. Let's see if y'all can do it. But that is it for Panic Button or Nah. And Craig's top 5. What's going on, Craig? What's the top 5 this week?
So this week I'm doing my top 5 NFL free agent signings for like old faces and new places. So it's not going to be like Chris Jones getting signed by the Chiefs.
Yeah,
he's on the same team. Or it's not going to include trades like Brian Burns or nothing like that. So my number 5 is I got Derrick Henry. He's got a pretty solid contract. I mean, 2 years, $16 million. That's nothing. Only reason I got him kind of at 5, he's been very productive because of his age, but also I don't think they really. I mean, they already had the best running game in the NFL prior to getting Henry, so they're not going to really fall off in that category. But it does help to have a more reliable back because they haven't had that in Jamal Lewis, maybe. I don't know who else has been there since then that's been reliable constantly for that team in the backfield.
Jamal Lewis.
You're looking at
maybe
Dobbins. He's a free agent. I don't even know if he's been signed by any team yet.
No, they said I saw something today. He's making progress.
Okay. They lost Gus Edwards. So you had to sign somebody, at least somebody competent. And it wasn't Saquon, it wasn't Pollard, anybody like that. They got Derrick Henry. So they got one of the best backs in the NFL. It's just his age. It's kind of, I don't know, but at the same time, when you have a guy like Lamar, you can just run you can run pretty much anything, and it's going to be successful. RPO, play action, whatever. So I got him at number 5. Daniil Hunter, I have for Houston Texans at number 2. Even though his contract is up there, 2 years, $49 million, but what he did last year, I think he was 5th in sacks, 16.5 for a Vikings team that really wasn't that good on defense. They were mediocre, kind of like Houston in terms of total yards, but when you combine him on one side with Anderson on the other side, and then some of the other guys that they have, that defense should be a lot better. And that defense should be matching their offense in terms of pushing for that top 10 type of defense. and they have a bunch of pieces. They have a defensive minded coach, obviously. So it's just all about putting the pieces together and then building off what they did last year, which was not only make the playoffs but win a playoff game. So they have a bunch of that going on. I think Hunter can be a leader for that team, for that defense. So that's going to be pretty good to watch. My number 3, I had it at number 2, but I moved it to number 3, and that's Saquon going to Philly. He's still young. He can still put up yards. He can still catch the ball in the backfield. Contract is pretty solid for a running back, but I mean, getting about a little over $12 million a year. He's better than Swift. It's just he's in the same division as the Giants, so he gets to get some get back 2 times a year at least. And I think the Eagles, I mean, their offense was already really good with all the wide receivers that they have and the tight end. And then now you just if Hurts can be healthy, they have the same options to have the same success as in terms of having a good running back and a running quarterback or a mobile quarterback as Baltimore, because what Jalen Hurts can do with the same thing, RPO or play action passes with Saquon, I mean, that's going to be fun to watch. The Eagles pretty much have to be back in terms of being the favorite for that division, or at least they should be, in my opinion. But I think Saquon is a better situation right now for him. So better than what he had with the Giants. He has a better quarterback. He has a better receiving core. So all that should work for him. My number 2, this might sound crazy, I have Marquise Brown. I think I don't think the Chiefs. Well, I ain't gonna say they don't need a wide receiver at number 1. I don't even know if Marquise Brown can be a number 1, but he can be something better than Hardman and MVS, Sky Moore over the last couple of years. You combine Rice on one side with Brown on the other side. Brown can stretch the field.
With Kelsey?
With Kelsey. It's only a 1-year deal, but I think this could be something that could definitely help out Patrick Mahomes. I obviously seen last year that they didn't need a number 1 wide receiver to win the Super Bowl, but it helps, and it's going to be something. It's going to make his life a lot more easier in the regular season than having him struggle and people wondering if he's lost it or whatever it is, and having the receivers have all these drop issues and questioning and all that. So if they can just go out there and just do their job, and Marquise Brown can just come in and stay healthy, that's a key for me. But I think that's a really good signing for the Chiefs. And number 1 is Kirk Cousins. I think Kirk Cousins, he's in a – I mean, I'm not saying the Falcons are a quarterback away, because I don't know how many times I've heard that and it didn't work out. But I think Kirk Cousins is a really good quarterback. He was having a really good season last year up until his team got hurt, or until he got hurt, putting up yardage at least. He hasn't really done anything in the playoffs. I think he has 1 playoff win. But he's really good in terms of getting the most out of his players, and you saw that with Justin Jefferson. Saw that even in Washington, he put up some yards and some numbers in general. Just has to. I mean, he has a really good running back, or a tight end who hasn't reached his full potential yet, and he has a wide receiver, kind of the same situation when they didn't have a quarterback. So now they have a quarterback. Their life should go up, and their yards should go up, and everything should go up for them. So they should be one of the front runners to win that. I mean, it's the NFC South. It's an easy division to win, so they should be right there with right there with the Bucs, I should say, to win that division. As long as Kirk Cousins comes back and he's healthy, that Falcons team could be a dangerous team going forward. So those are my top 5 this week.
Hey, I love it. Yeah.
Craig, J.K. Dobbins has been cleared for football activities.
Yeah. So,
that's what they say.
That Marquise Brown thing. It seems like all of them are the same wide receivers, and the only reason I don't necessarily question it is because of Andy Reid. Any other coach, I'd really be like, "What are you doing?" But I think Andy Reid has a plan. And he says, listen, if I can use these wide receivers in my way and it still get it to Kelsey, I'm good with it. Because it's work for them. It's work for him.
Yeah.
Until you make me say something different, it's work for him having that ding and dump, get it you here, get it you there, get it to Kelsey, is work for me. So if you can bring in another motivated kid, a Marquise Brown, you know, you can throw a deep bomb here and there. You can get it to him in slot, get it to him on quick slants, quick outs, whatever. It works for you.
Yeah, I think he's going to. Yeah, I agree with Craig. I think he fits perfectly, Mo, because Kelsey's probably going to have a year like he had last year where it's going to be up and down.
Yeah.
I think Rasheed Rice is going to be that number one. And I think Marquise is going to be a number two where he's going to it's going to be hard because if Mahomes hits you with a deep ball, you're going to have to respect it now. You're going to have to.
That Cousins thing, I think it puts a lot of pressure year one. I think no disrespect to Tampa Bay, but it's like if you don't win that division, he might have a hard reason why. It better be injuries because they stay healthy and they don't win that division.
Interesting.
I'm not saying he's gonna be fired, but he definitely gonna be on a hot seat. He's definitely gonna be conversation.
It's gonna be interesting because you got the Saints.
You threw all that money into a quarterback. Like throwing all that money into a quarterback, especially one coming off of an ACL tear. You basically saying we're a quarterback. They basically followed up on their comment of we feel like we're a quarterback away from this division.
Yeah.
So when they
they're gonna have a they probably got an easy schedule.
Yeah,
I mean, Kirk Cousins to Atlanta in a week
they
division.
might be playing on Christmas. You know, they got people playing on Christmas.
They might. I mean, I can't get
that came out. They got two. They're gonna play 2 games on Christmas, even though it's on Wednesday.
I can't get mad at.
Nah, they made that announcement. It's gonna be 2 games on Christmas, even though it's on Wednesday. It's gonna be 2.
I told you, Craig. I told you the NFL likes that Christmas money. They like that Christmas money, dog.
So this is
they like it.
So if you're gonna do it though, they better not play on Sunday though. No. So matter of fact, that's what they said. No, they said if the teams do play on Wednesday, they'll play on them Saturday. They'll be one of them teams that play on that Saturday. You know when they start doing them Saturday primetime games or whatever. They'll play on Saturday, give them that extra day.
I knew this was going to happen.
I told you it
was going to happen, man. The NFL Christmas is their day now. I'm telling you, man.
But they're doing 2 games instead of 3, though. So I heard they're doing 2 games instead of 3 now.
And Christmas is on Wednesday. They go hard. They said they want that. They listen. The NFL is about.
Yeah, they're doing it on Wednesday because Christmas Day on Wednesday now. So they said it's gonna be 2 games. They announced it today. I think just today they announced it. So and 2 games. I mean, no, it's only be 2 games. Not gonna be 3 like last year.
And they said the Brazilian game is gonna be
opening weekend. Yeah.
It's gonna be only on the app, only on Peacock, I think.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the hell's going on with them, man. They're doing too much.
They just say they're exclusively streaming. It's a Friday night game.
The NFL is doing too much to the point where
I think already they said the Eagles on that one. I think the Eagles got that one already. That's the one thing we do now.
Yep, it's the Eagles. It's the Eagles. Yep, the Eagles on Fridays, September 6th. The Eagles got it. Yep, exclusive week 1, Brazil, Friday, September 6th. Yeah, they're gonna do it on. Yep. Yeah, they're gonna do it straight on. They're gonna do straight streaming. Hey, the NFL. Listen. Anyway, speaking of the NFL, guys, they came out with some new rules. So the first rule we could talk about that I didn't have mentioned, but it's a real thing. They said they're going to review some pass interference and rushing the passer penalties. Like they're going to look at instant replay. What are your thoughts on that?
I mean,
do you like it? Do you think they should be doing it?
I mean,
Craig is like, you know.
But I think I saw one thing. Didn't they say if you get the first one right now, you get the third one? I thought I saw something like that.
That was an amendment that the Lions the Lions. So it was a lot of amendments that teams were saying, right? So teams get to amend it. Like another team said that they wanted, instead of an onside kick, they wanted 4th and 20. They wanted that option. I don't think that went through.
No, I didn't. They doing it where it's so now if you're going to do an onside kick down, you can't do surprise. You
have to let them know, right?
Yeah, you gotta check in with the official crew and tell them you're doing an onside kick. You can't surprise, line up a different formation. You gotta tell the refs you're doing an onside kick now.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So Craig, hold on. So Craig, I agree with Mo. I don't mind the replay of the penalties. I guess it's, I think it's just something about, I guess, do it. I don't really like it's, to me it's okay.
The kickoff is like XFL now.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be exciting.
I think the new kickoff's gonna be exciting. It's where the kicker, basically only the kicker and the returners can move until the ball is caught or something happens in the action zone. Then everybody takes off.
I like it.
They're trying to eliminate those head-on collisions, basically.
Oh boy,
Greg. So you don't like the kickoff one either?
I don't mind it. I think it's stupid that it's. I don't think the NFL cares about player safety at all. I don't. I think they care more about, unless it's the quarterback. I do think they care about making the kickoff more exciting again. If it comes to the expense of players getting hurt, it seems like, okay, well, you know what? We're going to just – we had 22% kickoffs return last year, so what can we do to make it more exciting to bring the play back? Or are we just going to just do what the XFL does and have you kick off and not move and all that stuff? But at the same time, it's just like you changed the rule in the beginning for player safety, so now – you want more, like, I don't know. I just see it as like they just want they rather have a more exciting play than to focus on player safety, which is cool. I mean, if that's what you want to do, but NFL just has too many issues or too many lawsuits or whatever it is for non-player safety, and I don't think this helps their case. I mean, I don't have a problem with the play or with the changing of the rule, but it just seems like their priorities, to me, is mixed up.
Great.
I mean, and then you penalize, and then you're going to penalize them for kicking the ball and making an onside. I mean, for kicking the ball and doing a touchback. It's coming out from the used to be 25, now it's coming out to the 35. Like, what are we like? That doesn't make any sense to me. Like, why not? That doesn't make any sense to me. So now you want them to kick the ball to the return man so he can return the ball, but you don't want to have touchbacks anymore. I don't know. I don't. If that's the case, why don't you just move the kicker back from kicking the ball from where he's kicking it now, 10 yards or 15 yards, and have him go about it that way? Why? And he can still get the ball into the end zone possibly, and you can just get a regular touchback and come out to the 25 like it used to be, or like they changed it to. They will change from the 20 to the 25 now, 25 to the 35. I don't know, man. I don't know. I like in football. I like a nice offensive game, but like the defenses in the NFL, like if you're growing up now, you're a cornerback or a linebacker, and you're in high school or something like that, I don't know what you're going to be able to do in the next 10 years or so in the NFL anymore. They're changing tackling. They're changing.
I was about to ask that. What do you think about the hip drop tackle?
Man, I don't get the NFL. I feel bad for defenders at this point. I do.
I think I know why they did it.
I mean, it's just so many not bad. It's so many rules that benefit the offense, and none of them, but majority of them do not benefit any of the defense at all. So, I mean, you're kind of limiting these guys on defense from doing what they do and doing what they can do, and you're changing up everything that defense has to do. And like I said, I'm all for a 38 to 35 game. I don't want to see a 10-7 game, but my God, I just don't understand what they're supposed to do anymore.
It's just gonna be. I knew the hip drop tackle was coming. I knew that was coming.
But I mean, you make that rule, and then you make this kickoff rule too. You basically put the defense behind the 8 ball on a lot of different levels.
They're already in field goal range in like one play.
And you think about it though. Think about this for a second.
Yeah.
Think about this for a second. The XFL, no disrespect though, but some of the returners from the XFL is a total different level from a returner on the NFL level. Because now with this new rule, shit, I put a Saquon. I put a for one play. If I'm down,
they're gonna start drafting returners
guys back there with this new rule.
They're gonna start. Yeah, I agree with that.
Me I can set up and they can't move to my dude touch the ball already, and they ain't coming full-headed steam downfield.
Yeah, they're gonna.
All right.
I was listening to the John Calipari podcast, and he said that the NFL GM was talking about a corner, and he was like, "Yeah, I don't want to take him." He said, "Why?" He was like, "Because he can't return kicks." I think that's going to. I think people are going to draft people to return kicks. Like you're going to see some. Hopefully, we get to see some
corner return for that because with this new rule, you're going to see a dude pull a Devin Hester type of season.
Yeah,
I'm not going to take it away from him and say he's not talented, but because of this rule, if you can find a dude who can get it and go, who got
they're gonna draft some dudes to get it and go, man.
Especially if you telling me he already can get the ball and already go forward. Think about it for a second. They said the defense can't move outside the kicker. Mm-hmm. You can't move until a dude touches the ball.
That's crazy.
That one is in the air. So you're already telling me that a dude with any type of speed will already get to touch the ball, and now they're coming, they're waiting. Think about it. So that means that defender, that kickoff returner, has already got 10 or 15 yards on there before he's even got somebody 5 yards within him. Come on, if you can't get a return there, I'm gonna question you. Like, what are you doing?
Anyway, Craig, I knew the hip drop tackle was coming. I knew it last year when they were talking about during games. The NFL doesn't want to get sued again. Bottom line. They don't want to.
Regardless, though, man. I think people gonna find a way to sue regardless.
Yeah, but they trying to.
I get it.
Yeah,
I get it. But
that's what it is, man. To be honest.
But the crazy part is, though, now I hate to say what I'm about to say, though. What's about to start happening is stats gonna go up even more, and defensive players gonna start getting called out on their stuff. But it's like they now.
It's not their fault.
They want to have a decent response to their coach. Coach, what do you want me to do? I don't want to get fined. I don't want to get a 15-yard penalty. So what you rather me get the 15-yard penalty for the team or ease up?
That's gonna be crazy.
On this. Like you want me in film study now? You want to get an argument with your coach? Like, coach, what do you want me to do? You want me to get fined? You want me to give us 15 yards for a penalty? We in 3rd 15 or we in 36, and I ease up a little bit. What you want me to give up a first down or hope that my D back or somebody gonna make a play because I made the quarterback step up? Like, it's going to be a lot of these arguments, man, now because these new rules, man. It's just going to be crazy. Film study going to be more crazy.
I know it's going to be coming. And don't be surprised when they add 18 weeks and another playoff team. That's coming.
Let me say, I'm going to add to that, though.
That's coming.
All these new rules, man, and added offense, you might as well add another playoff team.
Yeah, me and Craig talks about that. They probably gonna add another playoff team.
It's like with this now,
the top 8 seeds are probably gonna get in.
If you can't score, it's on you.
They're probably gonna do the top 8 seeds are probably gonna the top 8 seeds.
No bias, and eventually you're gonna see no bias. They ain't gonna get that. No one bias. Ain't gonna matter none. They don't want to see. They ain't gonna matter.
No, Chris, this is coming down the pipe. It's just coming down the pipe. They're gonna take the bye week from the playoff team, and they're gonna take
one more preseason game out. They're gonna take one more
preseason game out, but they're gonna do so. It's either 2 ways they can do it, Mo, because this is coming. It's coming, people. Like, there's nothing we could do. It's gonna be 18-week season. They're gonna probably do one playoff team. Now, me and Craig talked about this last week. Either they're gonna have to go with the first 2 seeds to get a bye, or nobody gets a bye.
They're gonna do nobody get a bye.
Nobody got a bye.
They're gonna do nobody get a bye.
And you know what? They're probably gonna add 2 bye weeks in the season.
Yep. They got to compensate for something.
But it's coming, bro. It's coming, bro. It's coming. I'm telling you.
People argue with like, what does that number 1 seed matter? Like, if that number 1 seed, you don't get no bye at all. Why fight for a number 1 seed if you can't get a bye except for you get home field throughout just in case you make the AFC Championship game? Which you want, but then they're gonna argue that point. It's gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be.
I mean, if you're Miami, I think you would try to if you can get home field. I'd rather play in Miami than play in Buffalo.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah,
in January.
Or that's what I said about Miami.
Or you don't want to play in Cincinnati. You don't want to play
cold weather city. If you're
Baltimore, Kansas City, Buffalo. It's gonna be tough. You know what I'm saying?
Any dome team or something like that.
Yeah. Like if you're Detroit, and you get home field or San Francisco. Even I think San Francisco gets a little cold around that time of year, though.
Yeah, it's still workable.
It's better than in Buffalo or Baltimore or Kansas City.
It's gonna be cold. Yeah, it gets cold around here in January. January, February it gets cold.
Miami ain't no they were going.
Yeah, but it's Mo is coming, Mo. And like I told y'all with the Christmas games, it's coming. The NFL sees these ratings that the next day when they say, 33 people looked at this Christmas game, 35 people looked at this, it's a wrap. They don't care what day it's on. People are at home. And if people are at home, they're going to watch football.
No matter what day of the week it is.
No matter what day
think about it. You get think about it. Most times than not, Christmas gets open by noon.
By noon.
Even if you got kids, most Christmas gets open by noon. Maybe 1. After that, what are you doing? I mean, your Christmas dinner probably eaten by 4. So if you have a 4, even if they have 2 games, they do a 4 o'clock and an 8 o'clock game. It's gonna be.
I'm watching it.
The Christmas gifts, and dinner already done. Or people gonna eat dinner and watch the games while eating dinner.
Yep. And then that night, you're gonna watch football.
Yep, you're gonna be drinking. Yeah, you can be chilling.
You're gonna be exactly. Like I listen, Black Friday is gone. They took that joint. They take
No, they didn't.
Yeah, they had a Black Friday game this past year.
Oh yeah, I thought you talking about
this year.
They
I thought you talking about shopping or something.
Oh no. It's Black Friday. I'm talking about like the NFL, like picking these days that they normally don't pick.
Yeah, but they ain't gonna have a Black Friday game this year. No Tuesday game. They ain't gonna have no Tuesday game.
What you mean Black Friday, Mo?
Friday's on Friday.
Friday.
No, I get it, but all right, my bad. You know what I'm talking about, though. My bad.
Yeah,
but they are no Christmas Eve games. My bad.
Oh, Christmas Eve? Nah. Well, we keep saying that.
Basketball still have theirs, but
basketball needs to do something, man.
So you think they have Black Friday game and Saturday games?
Nothing NBA can do at this point.
Say it again, Mo.
Do you think the NFL would do Black Friday, then do Saturday games, then do Christmas Day on the Wednesday games?
Yes.
Make a schedule like that?
Yeah. Hell yeah. Yes.
But what they said was the teams that's going to play on Wednesday, they'll have them play Saturday, so they have the extra day of rest. They'll have that.
I can see that. I can see it. But yeah, like the NBA, that's used to be my Christmas. It was NBA all day, but it's
split now.
It's hard because people gonna watch the NFL, and the NBA is not. It's not really helping itself out right now. It's not. I love the NBA.
I'm not changing the guard right now. It's bad. It's bad to have the stars where they are, but it's changing the guard with a new star. So, I mean, I get it.
I don't know who's going to be.
Now you got all your big stars, some of your major stars over the last 10 years. You got all them down in the playing spot.
Yeah, and people might not make it, right? But here's the thing,
bro. At least 2, 3 of them ain't gonna make.
So this is how bad spot the NBA is in. Because look how when I say these names, just follow me. You had Showtime Lakers with Kareem. You had Larry Bird and the Celtics. They were the face of the league. Then Jordan came. Then you had Shaq and Kobe. Then you had LeBron and Steph and KD. There's no, you kind of saw it when Kobe was winning. You saw LeBron. You saw it when Jordan was winning. You saw glimpses of Shaq. Like, oh man, when these guys retire, Shaq. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, do you think it's enough?
I don't know what's going to happen. Say it again,
do you think it's enough young stars right now to lead the Curry this playoffs without Steph or maybe LeBron or one of them missing it, where it's like you don't see a drop off as far as the excitement in the play? I mean, you still want to see Giannis. You still want to see Tatum. You still want to see
Giannis, Tatum.
Yeah, you still want to see, Tatum. You still want to see Dame.
You see how you struggling?
I get it, but I get it. No, I'm saying more.
Hopefully, Ant-Man.
I get it, but I'm saying it's a possibility you might not see Steph. It's a possibility you might see the.
Might not see LeBron or KD.
It's a possibility you might not see Luka.
There's a possibility. You're right.
You're
right. You're right.
Possibility you might not see KD. So
you're right.
Like, we got.
I was shocked with that.
It's enough stars though to carry this playoffs, to carry this situation.
Yeah. I think so.
I'm saying the West, the East is kind of solid with their stars going to be right there.
You still got in the West. You still got. I like Ant. I like Jokic. And you got the Clippers.
I think the East, you still have your major stars still right there. I mean, the East, I can't think of a major star that might not make the playoffs outside of Embiid if he comes back. I mean, with them falling right now, they're in the 8th spot right now. But outside Embiid, I think all their major stars are going to be right there in the playoffs. Like, none of their major, outside of maybe Trae Young. Trae Young may hurt, but outside of Trae Young, I don't think nobody's going to miss.
Maybe Jimmy, but maybe Jimmy. But Embiid's been hurt, so you can't really. I mean, this is unfortunate.
It's unfortunate, man. It's. I don't know. I love the NBA. Craig loves the NBA. You love the NBA, Mo. It just doesn't look good right now. Because we keep talking about what young stars is going to take over. Jokic doesn't want it. He like Tim Duncan. And Giannis could be the face of the league. I get that, but
I think it's
not exciting.
So I think it's more exciting. So my thing is, I say this though: if how the West is built right now, it's going to be on Giannis, Dame, Tatum, and them to make it go, to make it really go this year. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's going to be on some younger stars in the West to make it exciting, like you said, Andy Edwards, Gil Alexander.
Yeah, Gil Alexander.
To really make this exciting this year and make it go.
I'm gonna watch it. I just hope it's exciting. I don't think
it's gonna be a blowout series this year. I don't think it's gonna be a lot of sweeps and like blowouts this year. I think it's a lot of young teams. It's a lot of. I don't see a lot of blowouts this year in the playoffs. I just don't see a lot of. I don't see a lot of like 4-1s and 4-0s because.
This is gonna be. It might be some good playoffs. And listen, that play-in is gonna be crazy.
Yes, indeed.
You got KD. Oh, well, I don't know if KD's gonna be in the play-in. I don't want to say that, but right now, it's KD, Luka, LeBron, and Steph. If you would have told me those 4 teams in the play-in, I wouldn't have believed you. Maybe the Lakers, maybe Golden State, but not Phoenix and Dallas. That's going to be some good basketball, one and done. But it's just, I just wish, I thought KD had a good run in him. I hope he still does, but I don't know, man. It's looking like that's not looking good. They lost. It's not looking good when you're losing games after the All-Star break. You got like the Clippers. You got other teams 1-8 after the All-Star break, or 1 against 500 teams or better. Like it's just, they're tripping, man. Anyway, let's talk about this mock draft. This is going to be our first mock draft after free agency. Let's go. So we all know who Chicago Bears are drafting number 1.
Yeah.
It's Caleb Williams.
Yeah.
I haven't heard anything around the league of them trading it. I know some people at ESPN and NFL Network, they like Jaden Daniels better. I understand that. I just don't think Chicago is passing up Caleb.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so. Like this, at this point, they're probably talking about contracts at this point.
Yeah.
Because I'm not, All right. Craig. The Commanders are on the clock. I want to see who Craig, who you got there. This is when the draft starts. This is what everybody knows.
I got taking Jaden Daniels.
All right. Okay. Mo, who you got the Commanders taking?
Jane Daniels. I got Daniels.
You know who I think they're going to pick?
No,
So I want them to pick Jada Daniels. I want them to. I think
don't say JJ McCarthy.
Nah, I think they're going to take Drake May.
No.
I think they're going to take him. Something's been... Like right now, we don't know what's going on. We're having dinner with JJ McCarthy. We're gonna take it. The problem with this time of year is you don't know if somebody's trying to push him up so they could trade, and teams be putting reports out there. I don't think we draft McCarthy. I think Adam Peters. I don't know. I just don't think it's gonna happen. I think we're gonna draft Drake May or Jaden Daniel. I think it's gonna be Drake May up. All right. The New England Patriots. Patriots on the clock.
That ain't gonna make.
Yeah, I got Drake.
Yeah, I got Jaden.
I would be with the steam. I wouldn't be surprised if McCarthy right there. But I think
I've been seeing that.
I've been hearing about it. McCarthy picking up steam, but I would be.
I don't get it, but that's just me.
Yeah.
I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see it. People are like, oh, I can't wait. Well, Minnesota, you draft them. Anyway, number 4. Number 4, Arizona Cardinals. Is this the first trade?
Nah, Marvin Harrison. You don't trade back.
Woo!
They tripping.
I think they
If
trade.
they trade back, they're gonna lose Marvin Harrison.
Go ahead, Craig. Say it. Go ahead, say it.
I got a trade.
Go ahead, say it.
Yeah, I mean it's between Minnesota and Denver.
Yeah.
But I picked Minnesota because they have a higher draft pick, so that's more enticing than they're only like one spot back, but
they got that second number 1. They got
2 picks. Yeah, they got 2 picks.
Yeah.
So I went with Minnesota, and I got Minnesota taking McCarthy.
Yep, I'm doing the same thing. Trade the Arizona Chargers.
I do not trade. I got to be in the
McCarthy.
Hold on, I got to be in the next pick though. I'm not disagreeing with y'all, but I got to be in the Chargers instead of Arizona.
You got the what?
I got the Chargers trading back instead of Arizona. So I do agree with y'all, but I just got 1 pick later.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Somebody said, "Oh, he got mad." Listen, I got. It's gonna be 4 first quarterbacks.
Lord,
The Vikings traded Arizona.
Arizona.
Now here's the crazy thing with the Chargers. The Chargers got the 5th pick, and they've been talking a lot. Hey man,
wide receiver, O-lineman, they can trade
4
back.
quarterbacks. It's gonna be 4 quarterbacks straight. Now here's the question: if there's 4 quarterbacks, the Chargers have the 1st pick. Now this is Jim Harbaugh wants to trade back, but the problem is, can he trade back?
I don't think so. So I think he can and still get the tackle or wide receiver he wants. So I think Minnesota between Minnesota or Green Bay. I mean, not Green Bay, Giants. Minnesota or Giants, whoever can again Wiley is going to move up to 5th and get JJ McCarthy.
You're saying Arizona's taking.
Yeah, I'm running that card. Yeah, I'm running that card. Unless you wild
and
me.
And then you're saying the Chargers are going to trade Minnesota and they're going to draft McCarthy.
Yeah, and Chargers move back. Okay. Chargers move back.
It's going to cost.
I see more Chargers moving back than Arizona moving back.
I think Chargers.
Like you don't give up that with especially if you want to keep Kyler Murray, you don't give up the opportunity to get Marvin Harrison if you try and win. Like that there would just wild me out right there. I just be like, what? Like you trade back and give up that chance because if they trade back, they're not giving Marvin Harrison Jr. That's not. I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. Somebody gonna get him. Giants gonna get him. Somebody gonna get him right there. Somebody gonna say, "Well, what? Like, how far do they trade back and still get Marvin Harrison?"
They don't. But
they don't.
I got the Chargers taking Marvin Harrison at 5.
That's what happened.
I can see Marvin Harrison at 5. I can see him.
If Arizona moves back, Chargers not gonna move back.
I can see Jim Harbaugh. I mean, I can see that. I can see it. I can see him. I can see that happening. I can see them saying
a wide receiver though.
I don't. That's the problem. I don't.
I think they still can get a wide receiver. I got them taking a wide receiver. So
you got the Chargers taking Marvin Harrison.
Yeah, especially if Arizona move back. If Arizona move back, I just don't see him. I just don't see him passing.
I can see them, but it's going to be hard because he likes drafting.
He does
guys, I think he might get Joe Alt,
But I think he doesn't have. He just lost his top 2 wide receivers. I think he had.
The fact he coached against him, he saw him, and he knows how to work with him like that.
Maybe
he's got to help out his quarterback at this point. He's lost the tight end, his 2 wide receivers, and his running back. Like you have to help out Joe, and he's supposed to be one of the best talented quarterbacks in the NFL, but he has no talent to help him. Like, come on, you got to help him out. I get you want to take offensive lineman, and that's what he's been doing, or that's what he's known for. But if Marvin Harrison's if they trade up and Marvin Harrison's there, you got Marvin Harrison or a tackle. I mean, to me, it's a no-brainer. I'm taking Marvin Harrison.
Yeah, because the problem with Joe,
I want to keep my quarterback up and healthy and all that, but
the problem with Joe Alt is
they lost too much.
He's the left, like they already have Rashawn.
Slater.
He's the left side, and Joe Alt is on the left side unless you put him on the right side. But Joe Alt's like a left tackle. Some guys just come in and play left.
Yeah.
Like Trent Williams and Rashawn Slater. Some people they're drafted as left tackles, and that's what they do. And that's what they're saying about Joe Alt. Like that's what they're saying he likes. But Craig, he might shock that. If they get Marvin Harrison Jr., that'd be tough. That'd be tough. Because that's like, I mean, for him to go to 5, dang, they getting like because some people say some people say he's the best prospect in the draft.
Yeah.
That's what they say about Marvin Harrison Jr. They say he's the best prospect.
I do like what Mo did, though. I like the wide receiver at 4 and then a quarterback trading up at 5.
Yeah, I like that.
Either way,
I can see it.
I mean, I can see the one though. I
like that, though. I like that. Like Cardinals pick Marvin Harrison, and then you can see the Chargers trading with Minnesota.
Back. They still feel like they still feel like they can get that tackle or that wide receiver later on. You trade back, and it's a deep class, so you still can do what you got to do.
All right, now, so here's the thing. Now that the 4 quarterbacks off the board and the best receiver, Giants at 6. Because they're not going to be able to. I know the owner made those comments, but
they got. I think they're going to just stick it out with Daniel Jones.
I think so too.
So I think they take Neighbors.
Me too.
I agree. If they don't move up and get McCarthy, they'll stay there and get Neighbors. I don't see them trading back.
McCarthy. trading up to 4 or 5 is going to cost a lot.
Yeah.
Jesus.
It's going to cost a lot.
And staying there, they're not gonna reach for both Knicks. They're gonna make that.
Yeah, and it's going to be hard.
too
Like
much.
you get the 11th pick and the 25th pick.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing, and I was listening to Nick Wright and Colin Cowherd, and I was telling this to Craig, I believe, where it's because it's going to be 4 quarterbacks, Mo. Somebody's going to be getting good prospects in the 11th, 12th, 13th range.
But
Like blue collar prospects, because everybody's reaching for the quarterbacks.
Yeah. Nah, some process gonna fall, and I just think I don't see Giants at 6 saying, "Oh, we're gonna get the 5th best quarterback at 6." That doesn't make sense.
Yes,
that doesn't make sense.
Neighbors make sense.
Yeah, I already get the 2nd best wide receiver at 6, and then reach for the 5th best quarterback at 6. That doesn't make sense.
All right, Tennessee
tackle.
I think they're getting Joe Alt.
If not him,
if Joe Alt is not him or Fashanu, they're gonna get the, which is crazy because they have the 7th pick. They might get the best tackle off the board.
Yeah, there's a couple tackles reaching the board. There's 2 more out there. Bro.
Yeah, they can get O'Shawn. They could get Joe Alt.
Yeah, it's dude from Alabama. It's a dude from
Alabama. Yeah, this tackle draft is good. They get, but you know what I'm saying, like. Because those quarterbacks get drafted for those tackles, you know what I'm saying? Those tackles is crucial. I think Tennessee's gonna get a tackle here.
Yeah, me too. I got them taking Alt.
I got Alt. Yeah, Atlanta.
I got Dallas Turner.
I got Dallas Turner. Once again, they get the best defensive person in the draft.
Absolutely.
They get the best defensive person in the draft.
Your whole offseason, basically, your whole offseason been your offense. Now, you in the draft, you get the best defense player.
Get the best defense. He's gonna be the first one off the board at 8.
You added a quarterback. You added multiple receivers.
Yeah, and think about this: before they added Kirk Cousins, somebody was like, out of the top 10 picks, 9 might be offensive players. We've named all offensive players.
Yeah.
No defense. So Atlanta gets the best defensive player on the board, you know.
Yeah.
This is crazy. Well, this is what it is. Chicago Bears. This is gonna be an interesting one because are they set at receiver?
I'm gonna go Doomsday. I'm gonna go do from Watson, especially if Dallas Turner.
You think they go?
Yep. I think they add more weapons. I think they give him the most weapons they can give him.
Okay. I'm not mad at that.
Or one of these tackles. I wouldn't be mad if one of them tackles, but
or they could trade.
They trade back, yeah.
They can trade.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised with them going tackle or one of them receivers. I wouldn't be trying to trade back, but I wouldn't be surprised to either tackle one of the receivers either.
Yeah. Who do you have there, Craig?
I got him trading back with the Cardinals, and the Cardinals taking Odunze.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. I can definitely see that because they're not. Because look, the Cardinals get that extra draft capital. They can go from 11 to 9, and the Bears they don't need another. Okay, we gotta be honest. I think they're set at receiver, Mo.
I think
they can trade. They can trade back and get more draft capital.
Yeah,
they're in a good position.
I get it, but I'm saying
good position.
Just seeing what mistake you made or mistake your predecessors made with Fields, I just wouldn't be surprised either way. I get what y'all saying, but I see sometimes
another tackle.
Yeah, I think they trade back and get a tackle at 11.
Yeah,
but
they get a bomb tackle.
They just getting more. I think they're going to get a few more picks. With Arizona trading up.
I think they're going to trade it. Yeah. Or they can get the best defensive player. They can get the best corner. They're in a good position.
I'm not disagreeing with y'all. I wouldn't be surprised they trade back. But what I'm saying is, you got basically because of the quarterback run, they got the world of their oyster right there now.
Yeah.
Like you basically got the world at your oyster. Like you basically got still got a Doomsday right there. Still got three of the top tackles there. Like you can do almost anything you want there. Because think about it, by the time they get there at 9, only one of the tackles going to be taken. Only one of the tackles going to be gone.
Yeah.
So you basically going to have three more tackles there. You have Nduze still there.
Yeah.
Neighbors Marvin probably going to be gone, but you still got Nduze there and 3 of the top tackles there. So you can take one of them or you can trade back.
Yep.
So I wouldn't be like, I'm not disagreeing with y'all. I'm surprised they trade back. But what I'm saying, I wouldn't be surprised if they stay right there and get one of them tackles or the wide receivers. They say we just can't pass on one.
Yeah, I agree. They in a good. Hey, listen, their GM's done good. He's a good GM. Last pick. The New York Jets.
What's the microphone falling down?
I didn't know it was going to.
The Jets.
Let me say this.
I saw one mock draft. Daniel Jeremiah said he had the Jets trading up for Marvin Harrison.
Let me say this. With the pressure being on, if Nduze is there and falls for some reason, like there's trade back or the trade, I think they would give Nduze. If not, I think it's Brock Bowers.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I think it's Bowers.
I think they're
going all in to give Aaron Rodgers as many weapons they can because they're trying to win this year.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think they're going to get it. But Mo, you might be right. Like, they're going to get Brock Bowers could fall to them. A Doomsday could fall to them.
Because one of them
or they could get a tackle. You know what I'm saying? They're in a good position. Or I don't think they would trade back. I think they don't have the luxury to trade back.
I would get tackle only because even the dudes you brought in, Moses has been known to stay healthy, and Tyron Smith hasn't been known to stay healthy. But with you trying to build and with trying to give Aaron Rodgers all these weapons, you had Wilson jump out there like I don't have no help. So I just wouldn't be surprised if they did it. I wouldn't, especially with the fact that even with Mike Williams coming in, he's had those injury issues. I wouldn't be surprised if they went in Doomsday or they went Brock Bowers. I just wouldn't be surprised.
Craig, what you think?
I had Bowers.
Offense, Bowers, yeah. I had Bowers too.
I didn't have him last time, so I thought they needed offensive line help, but
the free agency, they
at least. So I mean, he can't stay healthy, but I think Bowers is.
But then look, if Tyron Smith gives you 12 games, you can draft a tackle in the second round. This is a good tackle draft.
Absolutely.
You can get a swing. You can get a swing in the second round.
I see 3-4 tackles going in the bottom part
it's
of it.
It's a deep tackle draft.
Dallas got to go get an offensive lineman.
Yeah, it's a deep. This is some good offensive linemen in this draft. You can get Brock Bowers or Doomsday at 10, and then I know you still got, Tyrod, right? But you can get a swing tackle in the second round.
That's good. Boy,
game
right here, boy.
But I mean, that's just a good.
Oh, you missed it.
It's just a good time, man. This draft is gonna be crazy.
We got 4 weeks.
Yes, and we're doing live the whole draft.
Whole first round.
Last time we got off at pick 25, and we all stayed up anyway. Might as well just stay up and do the whole draft, man. And I'm excited. I cannot wait.
Especially this one,
Oh, this one's gonna be. This one's gonna be crazy. Because we haven't. Well, I don't want to say that we're a bad franchise because we just had the second pick and we picked Chase Young, who's not on our team anymore.
Well, he was third team in 3. No, never mind. He was third team in 3 years. He didn't sign with New Orleans.
yeah. He got a
1 year deal, 14 guaranteed with New Orleans.
Yeah, he got to do some work. He got to do some work.
That don't motivate you. I don't know what else do.
I don't know. Yeah, and the Saints got good defenses, some good veterans.
And the wild part is San Fran really ain't bringing nobody that's really on his level as far as his talent. But they brought in dudes.
It worried me when some reports came out that his motor.
Yeah.
When they said he had motor issues, I was like, San Francisco's not playing around with that.
Nope.
You're not going to be back.
Especially if they fired defense coordinator, they clear house.
Yeah, you ain't gonna be back. Yeah, if your motor's getting questioned with good teams.
Yep, and they fired D coordinator and they fired everybody.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's gonna bring you back. So, but anyway, guys, we are gonna be back next week. It'll be. Will it be the Elite Eight?
No, it'll be the Final Four.
It'll be the Final Four.
Yeah.
I can't wait. My bracket is probably gonna be. It's gonna be better. I'm not gonna say worse. I'm gonna say my bracket is gonna be better, and hopefully I hold on. But guys, we will see y'all later. Fourth quarter is out. We're gonna see y'all next week. Fourth quarter is out, man. We are out.
Hey. Look around.
Guys, we're gonna see y'all next week, man.
What was that?
Peace out, man.
Craig got to look around like, what?